CRYSTRON is getting more support. And today, I'm going to be breaking down these amazing cards out of Supreme Darkness with chat. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, big dogs. Looks like we got some more cards out of Supreme Darkness, and it's going to be CRYSTRON. CRYSTRON has always been a really bad Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I remember it came out in a set where Totally Awesome came out. I can't even remember the set's name. That's how long ago it was, chat. And this deck is built on synchro summoning. And that's really all I know. I wish Tamias was here, chat. Is Tamias here? He knows a lot more about CRYSTRON than I do. I know some of the cards, I know some of the interactions, but I don't know everything about CRYSTRON. But let's go ahead and break down these cards and see exactly what makes them so powerful. So this time around, we have CRYSTRON Tristalos. It is a level 2 water machine tuner monster with the 800 attack and 2000 defense. It says you can only use its effects once per turn, and its effects say, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon one CRYSTRON monster from your deck, except Tristalos. Then immediately after this resolves, synchro summon one machine monster that you control. Whoa. I'm sorry, synchro summon one machine monster using that monster you control. That's actually, like, I don't even think I need, hold on, I don't even think I need to know what the CRYSTRON cards do. I know this one gets a token. I know this one, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can discard one CRYSTRON monster, special summon it. This card can synchro summon, right? What? So this can summon out Sulfenir and synchro summon into level 7 when your opponent activates a card or effect. That's actually crazy. We can synchro summon into 6. We can synchro on a 5. We can synchro on a 3s. We can synchro on a 4s. And they just so happen to have a 4, which can quick effect synchro, and a 5, which changes all special summon monsters to defense position. And then they don't have a 9 just yet, but that is kind of good that this particular deck has a way to synchro summon immediately. And that's what the deck is pretty much built on. You can banish this card from your graveyard, destroy one synchro monster you control, then special summon 2 CRYSTRON monsters from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for machine monsters. I absolutely love the restrictions on here. I love that Konami is starting to return to, or we're starting to return to a normal pace where strategies are actually going to be at a decent form, right? We don't need anything ridiculous, okay? We need locks, we need restrictions. The next card is going to be CRYSTRON Soulfold Hole. I think I said that right. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one CRYSTRON card you control, destroy it, then you can special summon this card and it locks you into machines. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can send up to 2 CRYSTRON cards from your deck to the graveyard, except for itself. Will Hulk get an errata? I'm not sure. I think that would probably be in the best interest of everyone, though. So, I know for a fact that CRYSTRON has trap cards that have their effects in graveyard. Target one of your banished CRYSTRON monsters, special summon it, blah, blah, blah. During either player's turn, when a card effect is activated, you can banish this card, negate that effect. That's kind of cool. This one says, special summon 2 CRYSTRON tuners, one from your hand and one from your graveyard, which Soulful Hole can help facilitate. Then you can target one CRYSTRON monster you control, send one CRYSTRON monster from your deck to the graveyard, and that level becomes that level. Okay. So maybe not as powerful as I thought, but they do have a graveyard trap effect that this deck can take advantage of. And it helps you dodge cards like Infinite Impermanence and Effect Veiler. I think CRYSTRON Soulful Hold is not a bad card. Next, we have CRYSTRON Inclusion, which has to have a graveyard effect, right? You can only use the 3rd effect once per turn. When it revolves, you can add one CRYSTRON card from your deck to your hand, except CRYSTRON Inclusion. Oh, man. Okay, you can only activate one card with this. Okay, cool. Because I was like, that's kind of crazy. Because I was like, you could add 3 CRYSTRONs. But the fact that it's a continuous spell and once per turn, you get... Oh, no, I'm sorry. When this card resolves. Okay, no, I'm pretty sure we can activate... It's only once? Ah, that sucks. The first time your Crystron monsters will be destroyed by battle each turn, it's not destroyed. Not so much of a great effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then special summon Crystron monster in your graveyard. Gotta have the graveyard effect, chat. So just in case you didn't know, when you activate this card from your hand, you're activating its effect, right? But you can also still activate this card from your hand and then send it to the graveyard and activate the effect in the graveyard. And the reason why is because you're not activating the card, you're activating the effect, which sounds really, really dumb, but is good in this particular situation for Crystrons. Next, we have Chron Cluster, which has to have a graveyard effect too, right? You can only use the second effect of this card's name. Crystron cards you control cannot be banished by your opponent's card effects. That's pretty good. The shifter doesn't work against this deck. You can target one face-up card on the field, or up to 2 if you have a Chron Synchro monster. Shuffle 1 Crystron card from your graveyard or banishment into your deck, and if you do, destroy the targeted cards. You can target 1 card on the field, or up to 2 if you have a Chron Synchro monster. Shuffle the card from your graveyard. Shuffle 1 Crystron card from your graveyard. This card's kind of good. Like, it allows you to get your banished cards back into your deck. And it also allows you to be able to get rid of your opponent's cards. That's sick. No, this card just gets better and better. I think it's a solid Yu-Gi-Oh card. Maybe not something you play multiples of, but if you can get access to this card for free, then of course you would play it, right? Now, of course, Crystron does have a Chron Synchro, and that's going to be Crystron Aleskiltas. And this card says you can only use the first and third effect once per turn. It is a level 7. So remember when we were talking about how this deck goes into 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7? We finally get a 7. If it's Synchro Summon, you can add 1 Crystron card from your graveyard or banishment to your hand. That's pretty good. All monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. Okay. If this card is Synchro Summon, it is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can special summon 1 Crystron monster from your graveyard and banishment, and it includes itself, because it did not say it can't summon itself. So holy. If I remember correctly, the Crystron cards are built on destroying themselves, or destroying cards of one another, and summoning themselves back to the field. So this is one of the best ways to play, or the new Crystron cards are going to be making Crystron one of the best ways to play Synchro. Does the archetype has a spell trap searcher? It has a spell that can search the monsters, and this card does not seem to be able to search the monsters by itself, but when we combine it with, where's that card? Crystron Support, which can send from the deck to the graveyard, you kind of get a pseudo searcher that plays around Droll and Lockber. So not really bad at all. I think that these cards are really, really interesting. Again, I don't know much about Crystrons, so I don't know what exactly tier that puts it in. But we'll find out later, right? I mean, definitely do some testing with it, do some playing around, and we'll figure everything out. Let me know what you guys think about this particular deck. Can't wait to see what you have to say. And of course, I'll catch you in the next video.